Dan, what's cooking, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Ike?
Oh, not too bad. Traveling. Just got back from shows. Looks like you're playing with some of the new Hornady ammo, huh?
Yeah, we got the new ELD-X's in last week, and looking forward to working with those for you guys this year.
Yeah, I was talking to those guys at SHOT Show. Well, of course, we took Steve on that hunt, and he used it to take that mule deer, and they're awesome. And the technology behind it, that's crazy.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that it took Doppler radar to figure it out, but I'm glad they did. It's really improved dramatically the bull's performance. The big thing is this new tip. It's a heat shield tip, and what they figured out is the polymer that was provided for the tips in the industry. I guess it's single sourced, the polymer is.
Oh yeah.
And so it's melting at really high temperatures. Well, they came up with a new plastic. It's not even a polymer. It's heat resistant, and so now it's not melting, which obviously a melted tip can cause accuracy issues.
Oh yeah, because you're basically taking the tip of the bullet where all of the, I guess, ballistics is starting, and if it's folded and molded, it's changing all of that. It's changing the drag of the bullet drastically.
Exactly. And the other thing they came up with too is called an AMP manufacturing process. It's an advanced manufacturing process on the jacket. And what that does is it made this bullet extremely concentric. Put it more simple terms, it's more consistent than any bullet they've ever developed before. So the jacket thickness doesn't vary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which can cause the bullet to wobble in flight.
Yeah, because you have different weights on different side of the bullet.
Exactly. They went with a Boattail design, reduces drag again. They went with the interlock ring on this one, which provides more consistent expansion through a wider range of velocities. The impact velocities from 1,800 to 2,800 feet per second. They're still getting a great mushroom.
So let's talk about the tip of this. Bullets haven't always had tips. What's the point of the tip? What's the reason for the tip?
Yeah, so the reason behind the tip in any bullet is to initiate expansion. And expansion is what deposits the energy from the bullet into the game ammo, which results in quick, clean kills.
One shot, one kill.
Yeah, exactly. And so this tip here in particular, once it hits, basically that tip is going to drive back into the bullet. And if you imagine that tip completely gone, that's the size of the hollow point that remains. Oh. And then so when that hollow point actually starts to expand, so it creates a larger cavity, so the expansion will initiate quicker at higher velocities. Okay. But the larger cavity will also expand at lower velocities.
They did this through Doppler?
Yeah.
Like the stuff that tells me what the weather is?
Yeah, it's how I learned it.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
And so, but yeah, no, what it'll do too is different tip materials, it increases the ballistic coefficients of your bullets. And so they will fly, basically they retain energy further, so they fly more efficiently.
It makes that 400-yard shot a chip shot.
Yeah.
Which is long.
And you can calculate for it now. So it's not a guesstimate, there's not a range there, it's an exact. Right. Which obviously, when we're living in precision shooting, is as exact as we can be is what we want.
Right. Because there's so many variants and so many variables out there beside the rifle, the bullet, and the human, with wind, with barometric pressure, with altitude, all of that stuff, that if you can get this as accurate as possible, that eliminates some of the inconsistencies in the field.
Just one more variable gone, which, like you're saying, we've got enough to deal with.
I have enough variables between my trigger finger and my brain in the gun. I don't need any more.
Sure.
Yep. Well, thanks, Dan. I appreciate you loading this and walking us through a little bit of this.
Yeah, no, these, like I said, we'll get some test loads worked up here and we'll head out to the range and we'll see how they do.
Perfect.
Awesome.